You are now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Snakewood and that Puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spider Loke. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter. Gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing to be back in the Black Box as we blow a succession. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. 7 C's those are as we navigate upon those 7 C's. I'm the captain of the ship, SPI Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, Mr. 1597 himself. Big U hit with 20,000 wiretaps. Oh boy. The things that they may have heard. I haven't watched this video. It's only 5 minutes long, but it's just basically covering the wiretaps. Let me give y'all the channel. I should have had that info. I'm going to do a better job of having that info on deck, 'cause I always want to share it. But, urban politicians, man. My boy Big Ant, UTP. UPT, Urban Politicians TV. But anyway, here we go. With no further ado, let's see what Big Ant, Big U, and these wiretaps have been up to.
An alleged LA gang leader, Eugene Henley Jr., is heading to trial. He was named in a 43-county federal indictment. He pleaded not guilty during his arraignment. Prosecutors accuse Henley of running a criminal enterprise involving murder, human trafficking, robbery, and extortion. They also say Henley, known as Big U, has ties to the notorious Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips street gang. His trial is scheduled.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as we all seen the breaking news a month or so ago where Big U and several others were indicted on RICO charges, as they are now talking about the next step where the trial is supposed to start on May 20th. But news broke today that there's some discrepancies as others do not want to use their right to the fast and speedy trial as Big U has, because that is rather quickly for it to start within just a couple weeks. And that revealed that they have a lot of new evidence that they are supposed to be presenting in the courtroom as well. Eugene, Big U's Henley co-defendants in this federal RICO case want to push back their trial, scheduled to start later this month. Their attempt to do that has brought something startling to the light: the sheer volume of evidence in the case. In a new court filing, the government reveals that it has a mountain of material against the former Nipsey Hussle manager and 6 co-defendants. Included in that pile are, prosecutors say, 20,000 intercepted audio calls, as well as numerous surreptitious audio and video recordings. In addition, there are law enforcement reports, search warrants and returns, criminal history documents, recordings, and photographs. In total, about 60 gigabytes of material. On top of having to sort through such a huge amount of evidence, many of the co-defendants' lawyers are also scheduled to handle their trials for a number of other criminal cases, some of which overlap with the planned trial start date of May 20th, 2025.
May anything 2025 seems extremely fast, but maybe that's a tactic. Maybe they putting the pressure on. Maybe they don't believe that the government has combed through that data as good as it would like to. But the government got unlimited resources. They could just have the largest amount of team of experts, having a designated amount of the content to have to actually comb through and examine. Then they can combine results. They have you up against it when you up against them. So my mama.
There's one person who objects to this change, Big U himself. Despite the fact that his own lawyer has an entirely different trial scheduled to start one day before his, he still wants to proceed as originally scheduled. The judge in the case, A. Joel Richland, has not responded to the request for a delay as of this writing. Big U is accused of running a massive criminal network as far back as 2010 and using a Rollin' 60 Crips gang and other associates to carry out various violent crimes, assault and murder, extortion, and more. In the indictment that landed Henley in custody, one of the intercepted calls from the January 2023 shows the music executive having another conversation with a colleague about what he's capable of doing. Now, basically what they getting across with this new evidence coming out, this has came to the light because of some of the people on the RICO case with Big U. They don't want to start trial on May 20th. They want to get a little bit more time. Lawyers have other cases, including Big U's, but this happens when these trials start up. Sometimes, most of the time, they do push them back. Let's just call it for what it is. But certain people, when they in there fighting, they're like, hey, man, I want to get my trial right away. I'm innocent, as Big U has claimed. Hey, I want to get this out the way. I'm not trying to sit behind the wall. Give me my fate right now. What are we waiting on? They just trying to build a case and collect more evidence, maybe, is what he might be thinking. Of course, they have said that they have corroborators, they have witnesses in this. They said that is a lot. 60 gigabytes of evidence, bro. That's a lot of evidence to have. 20,000 calls. That's a lot. That means they just been sitting on everything you've been doing on your phone.
Not guilty. That's the plea Big U entered. He was arraigned on his charges. But Big U is looking at a major uphill battle, and the battle of a federal trial could soon begin as early as next month. According to his federal indictment, Big U ran a criminal enterprise that they call the Big U Enterprise. Court documents say the Big U Enterprise is a mafia-like organization that utilizes Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Rolling 60s and other street gangs to intimidate businesses and individuals in Los Angeles. Federal prosecutors claim Big U is known and regarded as a leader within the Rolling 60s Crips, and his time with the gang dates all the way back to the 80s, where he rose up the ranks after earning his rep as an enforcer. So what do the feds have on him? According to the indictment, agents have confidential human sources, wiretaps, search warrants for social media, iCloud, Google accounts, financial records from individuals and companies or organizations, toll records showing communications between conspirators, victims, and Big U Enterprise members and associates, cell phone records, records from the city of Los Angeles, interviews from witnesses and victims. Now, essentially, they claim to have a lot on him, especially since the investigation launched in 2021.
Now, if they present this in court, if you said anything illegal, done anything illegal, and I'm going to be real, they're not going to say they have their case built. Let's keep it a band. They already got the people giving the information that they want, that they can present in court. I'm not saying nobody did nothing. I'm not saying all of this stuff is true. It was not true. But somebody has handed them something that they claim that they got you on. It will come out in trial, these things that they speak of, if these things are true. But if you got somebody giving them all the evidence, giving them the information, they got your phone tapped, they ain't going to just come on here and say we got all this evidence and they ain't got none of it. So just them being able to put any just small things together. Plus, if you go to trial, the people are going to go testify. They are going to appear in court and they're going to point you out on the stand as, hey, he did this, he did that. Yes. When you go to the feds, they go do be to go ahead and get you up out of there and get you to plead guilty to these things if you want to go to trial or not. But Big U facing life, what does he have to lose? You got to go to trial. You got to fight for it. You got to go for the gusto.
And Big Ant, he talking so matter of fact. He ain't even using no drama, no theatrics, no emotion. But that's just hit like a ton of bricks. He ain't lying. You have to be extremely tactical from this point if you Big U. But it's only so much you can do when they got what they got.
I go to prison. It's one or two options. I either go to trial and lose and go get the time that I was going to get anyways, as much as life. But this is how the game go.
Just think about it. Suge Knight was faced with similar options. Either take 28, which a lot of people would consider a life sentence for someone at his age, or fight it and risk getting a real life sentence. That nigga, got to give him his props. He stood up, took it on the chin, and took 28. That late in life ain't no easy thing to do. When your body is breaking down, everything is slowing down. Shoot, he did that, though.
Times, man, just keeping it all the way 1,000. Innocent till proven guilty. It's that long, dark road that I be talking about, man. When it get real in the field, dog, don't nobody want to go through this. Everybody got family. Everybody got kids. Everybody got loved ones, people that care about them, people that they care about. And when you go down this road, this is what they're going to separate you from. This is what they're going to do. They're going to lock you away from the outside of the world. So I can just say this, bro. If you did these things, this is that accountability part. This is for anybody, though, not just anybody on this case or this situation. This is the other side of this where, hey, we seeing it right now in real time. It's just seen as entertainment as certain people. A
lot of people getting their feelings. Just remember what Nipsey said. They gave my homeboy 12. It was a street deal, a sweet deal. And I'm gratitude is the attitude. Jeter, thank the Lord that I am capable. I got a lyric that says, through the years I done made so many shitty decisions, hard to believe I'm still sitting in such a pretty position. However, with that being said, a lot of times when you sign up for a certain lifestyle, a lot of people they don't really realize and accept the terms and conditions. But when you're a real gangster, when you stepping out here and you live in a certain pattern, you make certain decisions and take certain steps, and you end up facing certain consequences, crying and begging and pleading for mercy and all that, sometimes that's not really in the cards. When you stand on certain you got to end up standing on certain on my mama.
People are, oh, this is entertainment. This is just something to watch. But nah, nigga, this is real life. It don't get no realer than this. And you don't want to be in this situation, man. You got to avoid these type of things that cost. So when you moving with these type of accusations, we ain't going to say he did it, but with these accusations right here, these things have happened in the past.
Got to eliminate your feelings sometime and make the most tactical, strategic, logical decision for your life. Don't be such a pouting child, stumping your feet, not wanting to accept the reality of your circumstances, that you make rash decisions trying to eliminate the problem so fastly, so quickly, in a fashion that is really not to your best interest. That's almost impossible when you should have laid back, took some time, but then in some situations you just cook too, though. Sometimes it is what it is.
This is always going to be the end result if you commit and you are dedicated to doing things that harm others. That just is what it is. And I'm not talking about making a little money, catching little plays, hustling and things like that. You know, that's whatever. We talking about like physical harm. They talking about extortion. They talking about abuse. They talking about robberies. They ain't going to let those type of things slide. Getting money for charities, allegedly.
Free Dr. on 69th Street. On our side of the town, the most recent person that we saw become subject of one of these cases. And he was on a similar trajectory as Big U, with the positivity, the telling his story, receiving respect for his journey, and now going public and trying to do something positive. He was on that trajectory right when he got hit with the RICO. But for the most part, Dr. Honan took it on the chin. We haven't seen him on a crying campaign out here complaining, even though I'm sure he is perhaps exercising all his appeal options if he has any. He's not crying about, he know the life he was living. He's been on the internet. He made it very clear, and I'm sure he did everything he could to strategically fight his case. But I'm pretty sure as a man, as a gangster, he understands how he wound up in this situation, and he's going to fight it with that type of acceptance, not feeling like he got done wrong by a system while he was out, doing nothing but Bible studies.
It's putting the money in your pocket. They ain't going to let that type of stuff slide. Putting fear on the people, it ain't going to never work out, bro. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. The rain is going to come to an end if you really out here living like that. But we shall see. That 20,000 is a crazy number. That is.
On my mama, 20,000 is a crazy number. And that's just keeping it a Google.
Google gang. Straight Google gang. SBI. Google gang. Google gang in here. You better keep that shit up Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistaking the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit up Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, baby.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We are not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards. We all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies. Facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit up Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google bang.
Nigga, that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Hey, with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac, shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, cuz. Nate Blood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, Craig.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa! With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!